What is good? Osiris here, stuck in the middle. Thank you for joining. As always, we're in an interesting point in our country where people are actually triggered by the American flag. It's not even a controversial statement to say. We know that very many people put a connotation with their own country's flag. Or I'm going to show you a tweet here in a thread. Some of the people are from different countries like New Zealand, and they don't understand why we would have American flags hanging outside of our homes, even in America. I just want to give this different side. I don't hate anybody in this thread here. I think they are hating themselves. I think this is self-hate, but let's go through and you be the judge. Jenny says, do people really hang American flags outside their houses in the States? Like, is it an actual thing you see a lot of, or is it just an occasional thing? Or something I see in movies? I think this is an authentic thread. I've been tricked by parodies or satire or jokes all the time, but I think this is serious. You look at the ratio, likes, 14,000 likes. It's a solid ratio. And I think she's at least based on Twitter, says that she's in New Zealand. So this is, I think, a serious question, a serious take. So what are the responses like? Seattle Centrist says, I absolutely love the American flag and respect it greatly. We have a large one at the front of our house over the garage with a light shining on it at night. I sometimes get weepy when I see the flag. I love it that much because I love my country. So Seattle Centrist came in and gave their perspective. And I think that's what I kind of hoped that something like this would have been phrased as. Like, she didn't ask the question. She just said, do people really do it? Or is it just something I see in movies? So nothing negative really necessarily about that, but it's almost like, well, why don't you ask why do people do it to understand better? Kogan says, it's real, all right, and it bemused me at the first time I visited the States. I couldn't figure out what the point is. I still can't. Now I'm used to it, and I just shrug my shoulders and roll my eyes. I don't know. It's very odd because there's flags all throughout her Twitter handle here, including Ukraine. It's no different than that. I don't understand. That's very bizarre. But that's how some people view it. Some people, she shrugged her shoulders and rolled her eyes like it was something negative. Jacqueline says, I did it only once after Barack Obama was elected as president. Took it down the next day. That flag has so much bad history associated with it for folks that look like me that it's the only time in my life. I am 70. So that's pain. There's a lot of unresolved issues and emotional pain. Even if it didn't directly happen to her, the stuff that she's referring to when she says bad history, there's still a pain there when you learn it. And she has not been able to overcome that. Only once, when Barack Obama was elected president. So when something happens along her point of view, it looks like she'd be more likely to fly the flag. For me, the flag represents a group of people that you love, just based a general love and caring for as fellow citizens, whether you agree or disagree. So for me, the flag does not imply, in fact, the founding fathers set up the government to operate as people disagreed. It was supposed to operate like that. Like, we have a lot of gridlock. We've had gridlock over the last, anytime the Senate, there's no Senate majority, president's different than you don't have a super majority, a trifecta in DC, there's always gridlock, and that's by design. Ruby's granddaughter says, a friend of mine who is black was looking to buy a house. Her realtor is black as well and told her, if we see too many flags, we'll know that the neighborhood isn't safe for you. They definitely serve as a warning sign now. I'll let that stand on its own. Hannah says, ooh, yes, be careful in those neighborhoods. They probably have guns. Mike D says, when I start seeing those, I know I'm in the wrong area. Bunker Gear Gal gives a different perspective. Yes, many of us do. If that angers or upsets you in any way and you own a cellular telephone, and then you can call someone who gives a F. Y'all have a nice day now. I don't support that comment, but it was funny. Because this is a thread that needs understanding, in my opinion, not escalation of tensions. Miami actress says, and this is the beauty of Twitter. Twitter is the number one platform. You'll see it on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook a lot, so I probably should just stop. I haven't been on Facebook, like really on Facebook, in probably since the pandemic. So let me just say, from my experience on social media, Twitter is the one where the echo chambers do interact quicker. And I don't know if it's because of Facebook has it too, but the retweet, it's just, I don't know, it's just quick, and you can retweet and get across different echo chambers. So you're seeing an intersection of echo chambers here. Somebody said, "Are you okay?" You should see the neighborhood close to where I live with the Trump flag side by side with the American flag. Oh no, whatever shall I do? That did get ratioed though. Let's see what the replies are for this one. Oh, that's the "Are you okay?" I bet it's terrifying. You'll be all right there. Yep. These are grown people, at least based on their profiles. And most people here have Texas flags up too. Oh no, don't do that. Lonnie tweeted this, said, "We do. Many of my brothers and sisters in arms spilled blood in defense of our flag, and we honor them for it. The American flag represents the hope of America and all those that have sacrificed on behalf of it." Yes, everybody has a different reason, so I think it's a good conversation starter to say, hey, what makes you passionate about flying the American flag? Or, what's your meaning behind it? Because there are people who could fly the American flag and their purpose for flying it doesn't align with mine, which is fine. It's no different than people flying the Ukrainian flag. I've seen way more Ukrainian flags on Twitter than I've ever seen American flags. So Mix Renegade says, "They're everywhere. Some houses have more than one." Many have the blue line, I think she means blue line flag, or fly the traditional one upside down. I actually did a video on that. You can check out the channel, search flag. It's honestly, it's an easy way to gauge how safe I am in a community. The more flags, the more danger. That's why I'm very big on approaching the topics with as much love as understanding as possible. Because if you are like myself, a nationalist, I hate calling myself a patriot, but if you're patriotic, I guess that's a better word. It doesn't sound as a patriot is a very strong word. If you're patriotic and a nationalist, to come and lead with love as much as you can. It won't always happen. I know for sure that doesn't happen on this channel all the time for me, but I didn't have much love for Eric Adams the other day. I have no beef with him. It is from a place of love, but I didn't have much love for him in the video, so I want to be fair. But I want to lead with as much so people like Mix Renegade, I think that's how you pronounce it, don't get turned off and then brand you. And you can see, because I saw the MX, and I know that's one of those new things. I don't even know what that is. It's like so you don't say Mr. or Mrs., you say Mix. She pronouns, she, her, z, zer. We're in a whole new world, especially when you're in my age. So just like I hope that they understand why I have a flag in my profile picture with the heart. I'm gonna have some new gear with the heart flag coming up for 4th of July and all that. But I hope that they would ask me, why do you have a flag in your bio, or why do you respect the flag, or something like that. I would ask them just to understand better. What is Zer? I've seen this on TikTok and I don't fully understand it. What are those pronouns? Out of respect. I remember when Colleen Fuller visited from Vancouver and asked if there was a holiday because of all the flags out. Then I took her to Walmart and she saw all the guns for sale. Ugh, this place. Yeah, those dangerous guns, huh? All of these angry and mocking responses show that you're right. You wouldn't be safe going into their neighborhoods. They would do the exact same thing in person and still think they're good people. They're not. This is a fascinating thread to read. It's one of the reasons Twitter is so powerful. I'm going to end with this. Jason Hinkle is somebody who I've been listening to more and more. And let me go to show you his Twitter bio. And the reason why I'm showing it to you because he has a flag. He has the United States flag. He's a populist left. I would describe him as a populist left, a Jimmy Dore left. Very bright, very smart, does these debates, very knowledgeable, great on Russia, Ukraine, just an all-around great channel. But look at this, a populist left figure. You do not see that very often. A populist left figure with the American flag. For me, it showed a sign as, I listened to him before I saw the flag, but he has a flag in his videos often. And to me, it's a sign of that's someone we can work with, someone I can work with. Populist left, as far as his views, he is a part of or supports the Movement for a People's Party that Jimmy Dore also supports. Movement for a People's Party is something that is being done to fight the duopoly of Republicans and Democrats and to have a populist party that includes people on the right and the left. Something I talk about all the time, but they're actually doing it, trying to get it done. So I fully support that. Movement for a People's Party, go to peoplesparty.org. If you follow Jimmy Dore, you're probably familiar with it, but I like it. They have their all their policy proposals front and center when you go on the site. There's a coalition. You can volunteer, sign up, donate. A lot of good things. A lot of good things there. Jason Hinkle describes himself as an American patriot. And he's a populist left. I'm going to leave you out with a little clip from him. Just a very short clip. Somebody who goes by the handle, I am not your Negro liberal, says, I'll remember every single leftist that platformed this right-wing CIA agent, even after he started podcasting with a jumbo American flag in the background and took communist out of his bio. The left will never succeed because you're too desperate and you lack good judgment. So this person is attacking Jason Hinkle from the left, saying, how could a leftist not be for communism? And how could they have an American flag in their bio? Yeah, these things actually mean something to people. And I'll play the video that they were responding to.
And the party is better off without them. If they want the Movement for a People's Party to be some liberal social circle of like progressive dipshits that went to Ivy League schools and adhered to woke identitarian politics and want to cancel people, by all means, leave the party. That's not what it is. This is a populist party about uniting the left and the right. And that's what it's going to accomplish. And anyone who wants to turn it into something else can go fuck themselves right over back into the Democratic Party.
Bars,
whatever the deal is with Nick, there's definitely factions of MPP leaving over convoy. V8.
Bars. Let me know what you think. Take care.